Here we are, guys. We're here at the Art of Hitting Club with four of the famous overlap grip guys I know. You guys, you started, Terry. When did you start the overlap grip?
About 8 months ago.
Okay, what about you, Phil?
It's probably been about 8 years. Yeah.
What about you, big boy?
About a year.
About a year. That's my buddy. That's Dan. You all know Dan. Of course, John Ferrani. He's famous in most parts of the world and a couple parts of Georgia. But listen, let's talk about the overlap grip, man. Tell me, since you've been using it, tell me the benefits that you see with it.
For myself personally, it's added every bit of 10 plus feet power. The whole works for me.
So you're really, what?
Yes, it's changed. Yes.
And how hard was it for you to start?
It's getting to the point now where it's getting muscle memory. Where I'm much more able to control the bat. Initially, I couldn't. Now I am.
You've hit home runs where you weren't hitting them regular before, right?
Yes. Never before. Now I am. So.
Yeah. Of course, we got to add in that you had old Bob helping you with you got that follow through on your swing, and Bob did a hell of a job there.
Bob Bryan did a hell of a job, yes.
Yeah. And you, my man, Phil, you've been doing it for what, 8 years?
About 8 years or so. A buddy of mine said at that time, the size I was, I shouldn't just be dinking it over the infield and stuff, which I used to do and stuff. Still do.
Who told you not to dink it over the infield?
That was wasn't a Miles.
Miles Seville?
Miles Seville, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, he told you about the overlap grip.
And I started using it, and it did give me a little bit more pop and more quick speed on the bat and stuff. And once I got used to it, took about half a year, I'd say, before I really comfortable with it. Couldn't go back to anything else now. So anyway. Yeah.
I remember Miles. He's still around, ain't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Dano, the man from Canada. Tell us your story.
I tried it a few times in my career and wasn't really totally comfortable with it. And then I started probably about 5 years ago. I started just moving. That's the bat. Started moving my my fingers instead of having a total overlap. I started with 1, 2, and I was at 2 for a long time. And then when I committed fully, yeah, it was easier. That was an easier transition for me.
Yeah.
And,
what did I mean? Could you tell the difference as you moved down with your fingers?
Yeah. It was just more smooth and fluid, especially through the hitting zone.
Okay. Let me go over to John, who became. I mean, John's always been a good hitter, and you became the home run king of this town when you switched over. What do you think about it? What's so special about it?
I think mostly for me, it just gave me greater bat speed.
Greater
and
bat
control,
speed?
Yeah. And I think that over the years, I started about 8 years ago, so it's longevity for the power hitting.
Yeah, and that video that Ken Bogart put out on me saying I'm leaving 30% of power on the field, or at bat because of my bat not going through it. So I've been kind of thinking about my right hand in that I've always thought. I was talking to another buddy of mine, Bobby, saying, Bob Waldyke, saying that I just had my right hand along for the ride, and that's what I always thought. But I want to get you guys' point about how you see the right hand affecting your swing. Now that you got it riding on the other hand,
Like John said, I get more of a whip out of it.
You get more of a whip out of it.
Whip and more speed out of it.
And you don't see any problem snapping at all, right?
No,
you keeping
I
pressure
better-
on it
better-
as you
better
hit
snap.
it, right?
More leverage, better snap. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. I didn't watch the video or listen to it and stuff. I never paid attention. But
Well,
Yeah,
what do
I'm
you think you're
self-conscious.
doing with your right hand when you make contact? You're flipping it, right? And it's not.
at the end,
Yeah.
yeah. When you're making the contact,
Well, see, a lot of people. There's a debate
right hand
about.
comes over.
There's a debate in baseball and softball is that right hand, performs more than the left hand, which, I think somebody was telling me, I don't know which of the Bobs, but they talk about the right hand being the most strong hand, and how is it, used in the overlap grip. My opinion was I wasn't using it that much, and maybe I was wrong, that it's still part of it, but you got to go all the way through and come around. Dan, you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking
Can you explain it to the camera?
Well, I was just gonna tell my story. My top end, I really don't think about it that much. Now, John actually brought it up to me one time when we were here about the snap, and I did try it. But honestly, right now I'm hitting so good, I don't really want to.
Don't change anything, right?
I want to mess with what's working, you know.
No. I mean, and I didn't know it, because I went back and looked at some of my younger shots, and I was keeping my hand on the bat longer. But I got, you throw the bat really well. When you let go, when you go to, everybody's got both hands on the barrel when they make contact.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when do you let it go after you make contact?
Correct.
When do you let it
When it
go?
goes? Oh yeah, when it's by me, I rolled over and it's gone.
And there's no use, right?
Yes.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah. Okay, but hey, thumbs up to the overlap grip, right, guys? Give me a thumb. Yeah. Okay, man. Oh, that's it, dude. That went right through the goalpost.
Now let's take a look at
That's
these
360.
guys and their different swings. This is Greg, who wasn't in the first part of the video. He just came late. But he's got a unique swing, a very powerful one. He hits it 360, 370 consistently. He loads, he stands there, and he loads, he drops back. He's got all the weight back on that back foot, and he steps forward. And look, that's nice, it's pretty nice mechanics there. He's a vicious swinger. He swings really, a lot of power. And that's another one that went about 360. He's got some mad power. And, he has to get to keep the ball down. He's able to do that really well. So he's got really good back control. Now here's Nano with a different swing.
Yeah.
Now the one thing I noticed about Dan, and I hope this slide, this is Alf now. Alf lays his bat on his shoulder, keeps his arms up. He doesn't really get that bat really back far because he's already back far. He's like 6'5". So he just brings it around off his shoulder. He's already back, and then he tries to extend that front arm, tops the ball. He's got that so much leverage at 6'5". And yeah, he could probably utilize more of that, and you have to work on that. But watch Dan. When Dan has a low pitch, and I think we might see one in here, he'll go down with it if you notice. Yeah, that's low. So look, he's going down with it. You see it? He still keeps his bat. He changes the trajectory of his bat, and he goes down with it instead of going up. He goes down body-wise. I hope you understand what I mean by that. If he stands up and tries to do that, he'd probably pop up. Now Alf is going to take another swing. Be interesting. You look at Alf's swing and Dan's swing and see the difference and the mechanical difference, the techniques that they use differently. Now that's a nice shot. He just comes around and, that's a base hit shot right there. Certainly not a home run swing. He wasn't meaning to have a home run swing. Now Terry's one of the most improved players out here. He's been working with Bob O'Brien.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a
Now
good
that's,
coach,
I'll tell you, that one right there is the longest one
you
you
don't
hit.
work the money.
Another
to pay
one.
him to help you become. Terry will
Went to
vouch
the
for
fin.
that for sure. Terry was hitting him 300 consistently, which he hadn't done about 6 months ago. And the overlap grip has allowed him a lot, and working, getting the follow through he's got now, he didn't have 6 months ago at all. He was stopping. Now he's looking at it like an artist. He really is an artist, right? Look how far I hit that one. Yeah, but he's really good. I joke, but look, that's a hell of a line shot right there. The guy's got some zip on his back. He's looking at that too. Here's Phil Farmer. Phil's one of the best 75-year-old players around. Look, he's going to take that one. That went to center field. But he's going to take that to right. He hits 700-800 in tournaments most of the time. They all have bad times, whatnot. He goes the bat around. Went right field on that one. Mechanics look good. This is Big John here. He can hit it about 373. He actually hit one out of here. He hit one or two out to the left field, which is like 395. See it way back to where them houses are? That's a long way. He's hitting a couple today to right field. He's got, he'll tomahawk a ball out. He's about 6'2", 5% body fat. Well, let me tie this video together now. We talked to the guys about the overlap grip and what they thought about it and the benefit to it. There's so many examples about success with the overlap grip. Now, let me tell you my little story. I actually had Bogey look at my swing a week and a half ago or so, and he came back and said I was leaving power on the table because my bat was going down when I was coming through the zone. And yeah, that bothered me. And I talked to a couple of my other buddies, Bob Waldyke, Big Mike, Mike Masenko, and Bob O'Brien, and collectively they said they all had a different opinion, which makes sense. People see it differently, and it's hard to tell. But basically, what happened was that I think I would, my philosophy was to leave the bat loose in my hand, and my right hand, I was just having it along for the ride. Now, in talking to the other guys, even the guys, some of the guys I taught the overlap grip, they're using their right hand, and I was not having I think maybe I just got lazy and was not having it, you know, uh, with strength when the ball made contact. So I put a little more strength on my right hand when I make contact with the ball, if that makes sense. So you'll see the my bat definitely is going through the plane without going down. And I certainly, the one thing I have is strong hands and strong forearms. So even, I guess my overall point is this: even a guy that's been using it for 40 years, sometimes they get old, stale, or they don't do it right, or whatever. I think that might be the root cause, and I've changed it. Let's see what happens as we go through it. I hope this video was informative to you, just from a standpoint that everybody's got a different style. Every one of those guys you saw is a very effective player on the field. Okay, let's go through my swing now. That I'm trying to correct what Bogey identified as leaving power on the table, and I thought root cause was the fact that I wasn't using my right hand properly and keeping it a little stronger, a little tighter in my contact. Um, but most of the guys at the practice said that I'm not being as aggressive as I've been in the past, that I need to attack it and be more aggressive. And I think that's pretty much right too. But I think the right hand may be part of it. We'll see as we go through it. I just missed the other slide with the still photo, but we're coming up to another one here where you'll see that I'm just spinning right under the bottom of the ball. The bat still stayed as level as it was, but I'm intentionally trying to spin that bottom of that ball. Now this one, I'm going to hit it just straight up the middle, which was, likely extra bases for sure in a regular game. And you'll see where I hit it, my arms were fully extended. So it was, a relatively good swing, even in context of evaluating the swing and the mechanics. That's another one. I hit it out in front. I think my arms were extended. Let's see what the still slide shows. My arms were fully extended, and I did smack it pretty darn good. So, I've changed a couple of things, and I'm going to try to be more aggressive. Hey, if you like this data information, hit subscribe.
Okay, but hey, thumbs up to the overlap grip, right, guys? Give me a thumb. Yeah, okay, man.